everyone. This is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Linda Blair.
Yay! Wow. Hey, how are you today?
What is going on? I mean, listen, you're also joined by your friend next to you, which I want to talk about that in a few minutes. But before we get there, I just want to say, Scarecrow is in the house.
Yes, Scarecrow is in the house.
I can see. I mean, listen, you're an animal rights activist. You've won a Golden Globe. You've been nominated for an Academy Award. I mean, what made you want to join this show?
Oh my gosh. Well, in 2005, a big pit bull had followed me home, actually 1997. And he actually kind of saved my heart. I lost my mother and my other dog passed away. And this just incredible spirit came in my life and helped heal my heart. So I wanted to help the breed that had such prejudice and against them, and it was so controversial. And I thought, it's never the dogs; they didn't do it. It's always, people. So part of it felt like me. I mean, this is a pit bull. Look at him. This Red Louie. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but I hear Scarecrow's the happenings. So anyway, in 2005, I fought the breed ban, and then I went down to Hurricane Katrina, and I ended up with 51 dogs because we had to clear out the rest of the animals in Louisiana. These storms and the environmental issues are affecting, humans, their families, their housing, and of course the animals, and they need somewhere to go. So that's how I created the Linda Blair World Heart Rescue Center. And I thought it would just be a couple years, then I'll go back to work. I was working towards producing, directing, really nice projects I had. I was really happy. But it's been almost 16 years because we're in such a crisis right now with the animals and we need help. So when Masked Singer came, one of my favorite shows ever, that takes me away, it's like a Calgon take me away bath. The Masked Singer would give me 1 hour reprieve each week to forget the sadness and the animals we can't save and rescue. There's too many in the country that need help. So I went, okay, I'll do it when they offered. And it was really hard. And it was really worthwhile. And it was really emotional. And it's straight from my heart. I love the show. I love the panel. I just had to bother Ken. I don't know Ken. Hi, Ken. But I just had to because he's so funny. And I am just I'm so grateful that I was able to do that and let people know, don't forget about me. I can still do the dog and the pony. I can still move around. I take care of the dogs. I entertain them. They look at me. They're really not very good audience members. They kind of give you the like, yeah, what? Instead of, maybe a little applause. Is there a cookie in it for me to watch you do that? So, I did it for them. The shelters and rescues, we're asking, this is the biggest crisis in history. There's nothing more we can do. We need the public's help and we need the press's help. And so that is why this was so important to me to do it. And so much is riding on the line to help just any of the companion animals. I mean, even the large breed animals, such as horses, people have lost their properties. They don't have money. People are stressed. For people to call us and or the shelters and say, I need help, will you take my best friend? Oh my God. Yeah. That's how bad it is. So the shelters are being forced to euthanize perfectly good best friends and companion animals. So that's why we're asking for help. And I'm glad you like the show. I'm glad you like my routine.
I liked your routine. Listen, I live in New York City. I actually saw you in Grease as Rizzo. Do you think people are going to be shocked, now that you've unmasked yourself? I saw you. Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
So I knew you
So,
could sing, but do you think people are going to be shocked, when now that you're unmasked, like, to learn that, people think horror, they think The Exorcist, activists. Do you think they're going to be shocked to see that you can actually sing?
um, yeah, I do. So when you talk about doing Grease on Broadway, so mom had died in 93. That was really, really hard for me. And then I lost both my dogs. And I mean, they passed away. And my dad was sick. And I was running around the country. I was heartbroken. So when they asked me to do Grease on Broadway, I'm going to get a cookie, see if I can get my best friend to get up. Come on, you gotta get up, Louie. You gotta sit up, boo-boos. Come on, come on. And so that was really, really hard. And I did it for mom and I did it for my dad. And like I can remember being on stage, I can see it. And I'd walk out and those curtains would open. The first night I thought I'd have a heart attack. That's Broadway. And I went out, but inside the emotion was mom, we did it. And I did it for my mom because she gave so much. She wanted me to have the opportunities that I think every parent wishes, for their children. And she gave me all that. And my dad was military. That's why a lot of people, when they get to know me, I'm fun and loving, but I'm really hardcore. My work ethics are very strict. They have to be. And the animals, whether you're on a film set working, you're working with, big money and you're working with so the production value and everything has to be on schedule and you need to be doing your homework and you need to do your thing. But with animal rescue, there's a lot to it. And so here, now can you see my friend?
Yeah, she's so cute, or he's so cute.
Yeah, I'm ready for my Thanksgiving. So yeah, this is why they call them couch potatoes. This is Louis, by the way. He's available for adoption. I just want to show this is the actual breed, when they're raised properly and have given the great opportunities.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm so glad you got to see Grease. That was hard,
Yeah,
and that's
it's
how I
hard.
learned with the singing. And the stage work, boy, that's the commitment. So like with this, it's the same thing. It's almost 24/7.
Did any part of you, I mean, I know you did this show, in part A because you were such a fan and it's such a great show and to raise
Yes.
awareness, for your foundation. Did any part of you do the show to kind of, look at when you think Linda Blair, obviously the first thing I think most people think is The Exorcist, to show people like, hey, guys, that was a long time ago. I've done a lot in my career since, and just to show a different side of yourself.
Well, actually, I made over 50 films, TV shows, responsible for the first television movies. Some people forget that was
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah.
we